Howdy folks, in this video I'm going to show the creation of a backstory instrumental underscore. I just got done with a batch of these for a client for a crime show where, you know, they have something goes wrong for the family, but you have to have that opening scene where you show mom in the kitchen making the kids breakfast while hubby goes out to work, and then, you know, someone gets killed by a car accident or break-in, or the wife's got some side business going on, or the hubby's got something going on. But they always have to set the scene, what life is like in a normal situation before the tragedy occurs. So these are generally neutral, not super happy, certainly not sad. They're harmonically neutral. The client that I just got done working on project for, they sent them a batch of 10. They wanted some slight hip hop shuffle. They gave a few examples. Most were hip hop. I think 4 out of the 5 were hip hop, and then the 5th one was kind of a 80s pop. Almost all of them had the Fender Rhodes sound, which is a very 80s sound to me, but the Rhodes is a classic sound. So we're going to stick in that vein since that's what I just got done doing. So let's just kind of see what things look like. I've got a template here. This is a previous project. I just wiped everything out, all the notes, all the automation, etc. And we'll just start from scratch and see what we get. So first, for something like this, I generally start with the keys. I'll go with the Rhodes, and I'll show you what I got here. I'm using Keyscape. There's a lot of great Rhodes out there. I think the Logic stock Rhodes is fantastic, but I got Keyscape, and I decided to pull up a blend. So what have I got here? I've got the hybrid digital electric piano. So something like this. That's the 80s sound. Okay, so we're going to go with that for starters. And I just want to find something really simple. Basically, like I said, harmonically simple, harmonically neutral. I'm going to go back and forth between 2 chords. Not going to really imply a key. I guess it might imply, but let me pull up the keyboard here so you can see. Where is my keyboard? There we go. So I'll put that right here for now so you can see what I'm doing. That'll work, I guess. Sure, let's do that. What's my tempo here? Okay, got it. So let's start with something. I'm just going to start and see. Noodle and see what we get. That's about as vanilla as we can go. So I was just going between C major and B major with a sharp 11. Let's keep that it's all quantized. So okay, let me lay down some regular chords without as much movement, because we'll use that later. So those here. So now I've got a little less motion in that one versus the front. And let's add a little bit of percussion as we come in the second time. Let me shrink this down here, slide this down there. Makes it a little shorter. I'm not using the whole keyboard, so we'll do that. So we're thinking here, opening scene after the commercial, narrator's talking, I'm thinking, like mom's standing at the island in the kitchen, slicing up some oranges or something. Kids at the table fighting or laughing with their backpacks by their side as they get ready for school. Let's do a little kick drum. No, we'll do some, or snaps maybe. Yeah, we'll do a snap. So we're cruising along at the beginning, and then we'll bring in some snaps in a second here. Good, basic snaps. I could add some hi-hat in there as well. Since it's not trap, I don't need to worry about fancy stuff here. Let's just keep it simple. Maybe I'll do that at the very top. We might change that, but let's do it at the beginning. Straight ahead. See where we're going? Keeping it really calm here. I might not keep the hi-hat the first 4 bars. We're going to go with that. Now let's go to where the actual full track probably starts. We'll bring in a kick. Quiet kick. Quantize that, repeat it. Let's take that right there. Do we keep the snap going through the whole thing once they come in, or do we go with a rim like a perk? Where do we go with the snare? What do we got? I'm still feeling kind of calm on this one. Yeah, I think we're heading down a slight lo-fi path. So let's go with the rim. This is a Percussion from I'm a Music Mogul on YouTube. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go get a rim, an actual rim versus a perk. Go with this clean rim here. Drag it over, create a quick sampler. There's my waveform. No, that's not what I wanted. Drag this up here. Rim. I could just take my snap clap that is on 2 and 4 and put that up here. Rename it to rim. Let's mute this guy for now. I guess I'll have the bass come in as well. Now, I am using an 808, which is a hip-hop kick bass. Give it a modern sound. So, I'm going to slide my calmer keyboard over one phrase and take my busier one here, slightly busier, because we kind of have our 8-bar intro, and then we're going to come in with a full beat, and then we'll kind of step back again. So we'll start around this C, and I'm thinking I'm going to. Do I keep the C the whole time? Do I go to the B flat? We'll see what it sounds like with just the C pedal point. Pedal meaning it stays the same, doesn't change. interesting here. So I went to the B flat the second time. I might go there sooner. Let's change it to B flat to C. It just sounds cleaner. Okay, yeah. So that sounds good. Now I need some other stuff besides the keys. This is a very cool library. I've been using a ton this year. Native Instruments, once again, crushing it. It's called Deft Lines from their Play series. Tons of great sounds, really aimed at hip-hop trap, dark trap, but man, it's got some other good crispy sounds in there. So I got this keyboard patch, and then this other patch, kind of like a pluck. So I figure I'm gonna have a melody, a pluck, or a arpeggiator, and then like keys. So let's add some sparseness at the beginning here. Rewind. Yeah. Just sparse light. Really straightforward. You see how little and simple, little stuff is being used here. Very sparse. I'm going to repeat that here and here. Let's do. I'm just playing a C major arpeggio with a 2 included. Well, here's your triad. I'm doing that manually. I could go to the MIDI effects on the left here and add the arpeggiator. Great little tool. And so I will just put in some notes. I'm holding down a C triad right now. So let's do that. Let's stick with the arpeggiator. So let me put in, let's see, I'm going to do a, or this. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I'll flip some chords. 2, 3, and. Okay. Let's make those all the same length, same velocity. And now I've got something I can arpeggiate. Turn the arpeggiator on. Now if I want to mess around with the variations on this basic pattern. So these different buttons here, your arpeggio is going up throughout the pattern, down, up, then back down, counterpoint, but I could choose a bunch of patterns. And these are the velocities. I don't want that much of an octave range. Let's back down to 1 here. Let's go to the basics. Maybe add a second octave. What's that sound like? Maybe faster. I like that pattern now. Let's go to another pattern. See, I want something just subtle in the background. That works for me. Okay, so and let's start from the beginning now and see what we got. This first 16 bars. Again, quiet, out of the way. There's dialogue. There's not a whole, I mean, I don't know what mood you would call this. It's kind of just serene, calm. Let's continue now. And how long is this thing going to be here? What we got? Let's do a few repeats and see how long this is. I don't need that last one. So right now we're at 2 minutes long. And 80 BPM is a good tempo because you can easily slice it into 30-second chunks. I think it's 10 bars. Yeah, so right here, 30 seconds. So a 10-bar phrase. You got a nice 30-second edit. You can cut that in half as well to get your 15 seconds here. 6 bars. So yeah, it's sometimes messing around with tempos to get good time slices for edit points. Sometimes people want 1 minute, a 60 second, a 30 second, a 15 second. I haven't done a lot of those lately. Most of my clients, my libraries want at least a 30-second edit. A couple do want 15 second and 60 seconds, but anyway, so we got 2 minutes here. Let me add the snap over here now, turn it on. A little hot. And then I'll put, I'm going to be adding some more melodic stuff here, but I'm building the beat up right now. Let's add the snare back here in the back. Rename it. We'll just finish out with a nice little simple note. That right here. And then we'll take that first chord here as well. Split it when it does this. Delete that. Oh, wait, wrong one. Maybe I'll mute that for a second and see. Okay, so need some more melodic stuff going on in here. We could do. We got good answers. Could add a real piano. I'll show the edit point there real quick. Got a little slice just so that the editor can sneak in if they want to. Now to keep that last snap in. So if I'm an editor, I can come in here. Or I come right here. I'm going to extend my arpeggio just a hair to the downbeat. But not enough to get that 16th note, last 16th note out of there. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get a real piano in here. So what are we gonna do is, I got a lot of choices. I'm gonna go get Native Instruments Noir, my favorite piano. Make sure we're stereo. No, make sure we're contact 7 stereo. And then let's scroll on down to the ends. You can see I'm a big fan of Native Instruments. There we are, Noir. We'll go with the pure piano. Felt piano. It's a piano that actually has felt woven through the strings to give it a softer, muted feel. Now, I'm going to go to the sidebar for a second here. The reason I got Noir is because a few years ago I was listening to Nils Fromm, a really cool piano composer. He does super close recordings of pianos. You hear all the noises of the pedals, the keys, the hammers, even the pianist, the performer's, feet and his breath, his fingers, etc. It's a very unique sound. So, this library has some fantastic particle engine. So, like if I go to spherical drift, let me just play this for a second here. I'm just going to play a C triad. Let me go to the actual effects. There's some pulsing going on. Let me just go to the balance here and make more of it. See those little notes bouncing around. Those are being generated by the particle engine. I still have my triads held down. So it adds not just a delay, but it's a unique delay. It's kind of scattered. Let's change the patch to something different. Sparkling chords is kind of cool. The volume up on that sucker. Yeah, it's always. Maybe that's better. Jeez, I don't know why it was on -18. All that stuff that's just this patch, no effects. Let's go back to the first one I was playing spherical drift, now that the volume's proper. Just to show you some more real quick. Let's go to, what's the cloud sound like? A lot of really neat things in here. All those notes, those extras, that's not me. See the bottom, you can see I'm still holding down triads. Maybe I'll keep that one for now. Let's see what we got here. Maybe not since I'm doing a melody with this, no. So I'm gonna just change this melody. I know how to type. How's the volume on this thing? Is it quiet again? Yeah, so I changed patches there. Default, for some reason, is -18. Put that back to 0. So go back to my regular old piano, because I think it sounds good. Okay. I don't know where that theme came in, but let's start at the beginning again, because that's where you usually start. We're just gonna, and you know, I hope that this, my drawn out videos, I want to show you the entire thought process, the creative process. A lot of videos out there, they super edit them and you just see notes, but I think composers are interested, I've been told by a few, that they're interested in seeing the composer's thought process real time, you know, where you come up with ideas. So I'm kind of thinking out loud, talking a lot, sharing where things are coming from, and playing live. The only edits I usually do are because I get distracted and I talk about something that's not necessary, or I have a technical problem, or I cough or whatever. So hopefully this is useful to someone out there. Just trying to show you how I think. Everyone has their own thought process, and this happens to be mine today, and it changes. Okay, start from the beginning, and we'll just kind of put some notes in here and see what I get. I'm not going to play a melody yet. This is still the intro. We're still seeing kids at the island, mom putting eggs on a plate, husband rushing out. Now the melodies, a sparse melody can come in. That works. Real simple. I don't know if I like the last notes. I don't know if I'm going to quantize it either. Let's keep that human. Bringing back that same theme. Don't know if I like this, but I'll keep going. Just some melodic change, and let's bring back the old one. Let's pull that note out there. Where did I start here? Yeah, so we'll get the downbeat of here. I think we can do that. Clean up that. Okay, so basically what I did here in the second section, let's quantize that, color it for a difference. So it's a different melody there. Might as well color everything. I keep on forgetting to do that. Melodic instruments are purple in my world. Basses are blue. Percussion is red. Rhythm is red. There we go. That'll come in handy when I have to do alt mixes later on. Do I need anything else? Maybe some slight ear candy. So what I'm doing here is I'm pulling out different percussion layers to give some sonic variety. Now we're going to go a little more energy here. With the snare, I might switch that to a rim. Yeah, don't like the snare. I feel like it should be bigger here. Maybe a pad. We'll keep the snare at the end. We're going to turn it down. Oh. See how it ends real quick here. I got two of the same note. I don't want to have that. Let's take that out because it's a little delay. Let's change that note. Where am I at here? Oh, I didn't want the bass, I want the keys. There we go. Maybe a little open hi-hat, a little crisp open hi-hat somewhere in here. Open hat. These are trap hi-hats, they're not real hi-hats, obviously. I think I like that one. Of course, there's a whole half of that sonic spectrum I don't hear at all because my ears are shot. Put it at the end. A little hot though. I don't want it subtle, not so hot. Yeah, a little something, just a little space there. Now let's add some of that elsewhere. it's ear candy. It's subtle. Yeah, we're gonna keep it in there. Edit point right there, right here. Listening for the edit point here into this phrase. The bass is ringing a little long there. That's right, I didn't edit my... Oh, this is a sampler bass, not... No, I was wrong. Correct, up here. Let's go back to my Urban Warfare bass. It's got a long release. That's a little better, about a second and a half or so. That's something I just did. I just shortened the 808 bass length drastically. This is something I learned from I'm a Music Mogul, about how to clean up tracks and make them sound less muddy. So by the beat 3 in this measure here, the 808 is gone. Whereas before, it had a pretty long release. So that sounds like this instead. So the low note is sustaining longer. That's fine. But when you do shorten your 808 releases to under a couple of seconds, depending on tempo, it lightens things up a bit. I think I'll keep it that way. It also enabled that edit point right there. And I'll do a little visual thing right here just so I remember that it's there. Maybe some pads. I was talking about pads earlier. Let's go get some pads. I'm thinking maybe Omnisphere. Let's go to pads. Let's search just Omnisphere. And what type do I want? Something soft and warm. Way too hot in the mix. Let's drop that down for starters, but that's too thick. that might work nice and soft in the background. Pad, bring it down some, way down. Maybe even a single note. No, we'll do a, it's still too hot for me. Go way down here. It just fills it up slightly. Quantize that, make it all the same volume for mixing later on. So what did I just record? This. Super simple. And I'll repeat that to the next phrase as well. Now, what does it sound like without it? Let's give it a listen just to see. That's right, color code it. So here is the next to last section with the pad. Actually, let's start without. Let's try it with. It's just a little more dense. Now I just realized something. Remember I had those two piano phrases? I had an easy, the first one, and then I made a more mellow one. Well, these last two here are the more mellow one. And I need to add some more energy back in. So let's take, we had this phrase here. Wait, turn that off, come back here. Versus so let's take the bigger one, put that at the very end, overwrite the old one. Yeah, that works for me. Now what I could do at the end, I'm going to increase the intensity some more. I can take some of the notes that are on the bottom of my arpeggio and just right click, put them up an octave, up 12 semitones. So we go from focus on the arpeggios right now. It's a higher note now being emphasized. I need that. I want that last triad here again. I decided I want it back. Let's go back. That was under my Rhodes. More time for the last phrase. Nice simple simple ending. I don't need any impacts. I don't need anything really special. And I could put some. I got my rim in here. I might add some perk, upbeat, offbeat kind of. Let's mess around with that for a second here to see if we like it. That maybe make it a little higher. Take it down a bit. We'll keep it. That back at the end as well, because the last part's usually everything in the kitchen sink. Let's try this. Edit point, it's going to be messed up here. Yeah, that little double thing right there. So let's try it here. Yeah, that'll work. Bass in there. That's right, I took that out because of the delay. The ending just still sounds a little. I changed the voicing. Yeah, well, there's also some, I heard some noise. That might be the pedal noise on the Rhodes. Let's see what we got here. Oh no, I bet it was on the piano, because Noir has that stuff built in. Look at that thud. Boom, boom, dump, this noise. Gotta go back and take that out. That stuff does annoy editors. So I'll go back to my effects. Noise. I don't want pianist noise. I don't want noises. Wait, that's under noises. Yeah, no pedal noises, no mechanical noises. Okay, now it should be gone. Yep, it's gone. Okay, glad I caught that. Those little things do make a difference. I think we are done with this sucker. Very simple. On the piano. Yeah, my chords are simple. There's nothing crazily complex in here. Alrighty, let's play it through the whole time. You've made it this far. I think we are good to go. Backstory, instrumental cover, mellow, calm, relaxing, maybe reflective, certainly unobtrusive, meant to just be in the background while a narrator is talking. So, from the beginning with feeling. Here we go. So I had a little technical failure on my part. I had muted my microphone while the playback was happening and forgot that it was muted, because after it was done I came back and made some changes in the mix. I added ozone, that was the main thing, and ozone added a bunch of volume because the track was really quiet around negative 24 LUFS, and I always have ozone set to be about negative 11 LUFS, so huge increase in volume. So I commented on that and got done, and they realized, oh crud, my microphone was muted. So anyway, we're good to go. The track is good to go, and thanks for watching the video. We'll see you the next time.